Hi everyone, it's Sloan Rhodes. Welcome to the Spiritual Self-Mastery Ego and Heart class. Thank you for joining me again today. I hope everyone had an enjoyable week. Hopefully nothing too eventful happened last week. That was cause for concern for any of you. So for today's class, I'm going to be drawing one card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid as the overarching theme. And then from the Tarot of the Spirit, one card in the position what our ego may try to distract us with, one card in the position of what our heart asks that we explore further, and one card in the position of what we can expect to look forward to regardless. Then I'm also going to be laying down some other cards, the Butterfly Oracle deck cards by Doreen Virtue over the cards. So let's go ahead and get started and see how we do here. If you haven't seen them already, the love readings are up on the YouTube channel for August, September, and October. And I am hoping to release the Life Purpose and Career readings on the YouTube channel for August, September, and October at the end of the week. And if you haven't been over to the Sloan Academy, there are links here as well as below. And I do have the monthly Life Purpose and Career and Money readings up there for August. There's a free 30-day trial with that, and after that it's 99 cents a month. So the week of August 5th, 2018, what's the overarching theme? Here we go. Fork in the road. Decisions, loyal heart, under the deck. Fork in the road. Number 13, and loyal heart under the deck. What are you loyal to? Who are you loyal to? Remember that no matter who you are loyal to externally, it's so important that you be true and loyal to yourself. You know this already, but I wanted to remind everyone of this because a lot of times we can get caught up in this idea that we have to, loyalty to another means being disloyal to our own personal boundaries, values, energy level. It can show up in a lot of different ways. Just monitor that, and it's another way of playing with the ego and the heart energies. Do you have a judgment about loyalty? Do you have a judgment that somehow you're not loyal enough or someone is not loyal enough to you? And then how does that bring up the egoic attachments and agendas? Loyalty is a kind of a loaded word in a lot of ways, but this is under the deck. The primary card here is Fork in the Road. A new beginning. An opportunity to do something different than what you've been doing previously. Which is why it's going to be really important to check in with your heart and see, where does my heart want to go? Where is the world telling me to go? And what do I know intuitively, based on my heart's desires, what I want to do? Usually when there's a fork in the road, you can check in with your mind, with your intellect. But usually you kind of go with your gut, you kind of go with your instincts. All right, so what is our ego likely to try to distract us with? What is our heart asking that we explore further? And what can we expect or look forward to regardless? The week of August 5th, 2018. Okay, here we go. So the ego may try to distract us with the Four of Wind, the Mastery. This would be the Four of Swords. The heart asks that we explore further the High Priestess, going within. What we can expect to look forward to regardless is the Four of Water, the Flood, in the reverse. We have Mother Earth under the deck. Possibly an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, who's at play here, or the energy of being very bountiful, trusting, in yourself, knowing that you're a very capable individual. All right, so we have 3 4s because the fork in the road is number 13. I was going to comment on this earlier, but I didn't. So for me, this 1 + 3 = 4. So there's a lot of focus on creating something that has stability, something that has longevity. We have a 4 of wind. We have the 4 of water, the 4 of cups here. And then right in the center we have High Priestess, the heart, asking that you explore and trust your intuition. Getting good counsel. Where have you been receiving excellent guidance? Where can you accept it and open up to it more, whether it be from someone else or from yourself, And the ego may try to distract us with, I need more rest. I'm not quite ready. The transformation isn't quite complete, we see here, the butterflies. It will never be enough for the ego. You will never be there with the ego because the ego always requires more. The ego is always grasping, right? And the heart is always having. Very different energy. And when the ego is trying to distract us with the 4 of wind, it's like, I'm not healed yet. I'm not ready yet. I need to be more. I need more time, right? You can certainly take more time if that's what your intuition is saying, but don't get caught up in the fear and the worry that somehow you're missing out. If you need more time for what you are considering mastery, you intuitively know, I'm really, truly resting now, healing. That's one thing. But when the ego gets in, the ego can come in very well with this to say, you need to get going faster, or you're not done. You're never going to be done. Kind of keep you in a perpetual state of suspension. Never feeling fully healed, never feeling fully ready. You are absolutely, as we all are, perfect beings from a spiritual perspective. The ego will say, you need to do more before you can be loved unconditionally. No one is going to love you unless you are completely healed. Well, that's not possible in terms of a human perspective to be completely healed. From spirit's perspective, there's no healing that needs to be done. You're here to have this experience that you're having. The ego doesn't like that answer. Yeah, but what about this person? What about that person? And what you can expect or look forward to regardless is the 4 of water in reverse. Mixing things up, doing things differently. Having an opportunity to seize what you have and see it differently and utilize it differently. We have the fork in the road. And here, what you can expect or look forward to regardless is you're doing things differently. You're not doing the same old. Something has stirred you out of apathy and discontent and boredom. You trust in your heart. At least you're being encouraged to anyway. We have a higher power, number 4 under that. So much structure here, so much longevity, so much foundational energy being laid down for you during this particular week. Even the Mother Earth, grounded energy, practical, capable. You're there. Don't let the ego try to convince you that you're not healed enough for whatever it is you're wanting. We don't have to be seemingly healed from our perspective. Again, you're already whole and complete. You are a spark of the divine. You are the essence of love, purity, grace. But our ego and our human experience tells us, no, there's more to do. No one could possibly love me the way I am right now. I need to fix this. I need to fix that. I need more time for that. And the heart says, trust your intuition. Listen within to your guides and angels, to your intuition, to your spirit guides. Listen to the whispers that they are fluttering in your ear about your perfection, about what is the best most resonant path for you now. The fork in the road indicates that there is a change in frequency. You are moving in a different direction here, or you have an opportunity to. Again, from the spiritual perspective, you can't do it wrong. Everything that you're choosing to do, whether you choose left or right, is what you're choosing for your spiritual growth, for your exploration of who you are. So from a spiritual perspective, you can't do it wrong. But it's what is the frequency that you're wanting to continue to grow into. You know, we repeat patterns until we have completed them or mastered them. So that's why you can't do it wrong. Because there's no judgment, you know, from the spiritual perspective. Certainly the ego has a lot of judgment. This is where it can get really confusing, because here you are transforming. We have all these butterflies. Actually, they're not even pupa anymore. They're fully, you know, grown here, and they're splendid array of colors, even with that rainbow. And the ego says it's not enough. You need to continue to work hard on yourself, heal yourself, rest. But the truth is, you're emitting a different frequency now than when you were, let's say, a caterpillar or a pupa. This is why you've presented this option for yourself, these options. This is where free will comes in, you know. But regardless, you have this opportunity here with the Four of Cups, the Four of Water, the flood energy, to do something completely different. Something, you know, shaking things up, getting out of your routine. Now, I will say, on a very practical level, it may be that there actually is a fork in the road, and you decide to go a different way to work, or a different way to go to what you would normally do on your usual route to wherever. And by doing things a little differently, you open up things for yourself. You create something new for yourself. Don't just do everything, you know, by rote this week. It looks like you won't be anyway, because this is what we're looking forward to or expecting regardless. Let me put some additional cards down. And it may be pronounced pupa, not pupa. But I'm not going to redo this video just because I may have mispronounced something. Alright, so I'm going to lay down 3 cards with the ego may try to distract us with the heart asks that we explore further, and what we can expect or look forward to regardless. That's so funny that I chose this butterfly deck, and then that Four of Wind came up with all those butterflies on it. I just thought of that just now. Okay, here we go. Spiritual growth, retirement, courage, moving under the deck. So, again, the ego may try to distract us with, you're not there yet. Keep growing. Keep working on yourself, right? The spiritual growth. You're not enlightened enough yet. You're not perfect yet, right? And the heart says, we have the retirement card, but for me that's more about a retiring within, going within, trusting your intuition and retiring old patterns that are more ego-based. They're no longer with the frequency that you are emitting now, based on your work you've been doing and the experiences you've been having. Go within. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, open. Where have you been receiving, or where can you receive good advice, and who can you go to, who you trust to give you good advice, good guidance. If it's not yourself, there's someone else who's available to you. They may be older as well with that retirement card. And what you can expect or look forward to regardless is shaking things up, having the courage to do things differently, to take that fork in the road, to explore new avenues, literally and figuratively. Very fun reading for everyone. I'm so excited for this week. I mean, I know for myself last week was rather intense. So this week looks like we're mixing things up a little bit. We're being asked to trust ourselves, listen to our intuition, seek out others whom we trust to guide us in very intelligent and wise ways. And we have this fork in the road, an opportunity to do things differently. A choice being made, possibly. All right, so I hope you find that helpful. Check in during the week where you find yourself going into that egoic energy if you're not quite there yet. You're not healed enough yet. You need to be more, do more, all of that. That's all egoic energy, keeping you in a state of continually grasping, needing more and more and more. Never quite there yet. Carrot at the end of the stick. Or it can also be, as the ego comes in with that four of wind, that mastery, that you need to be more active, rest less. You're lazy. It's going to vary for different people. So trust your own instincts about this with this high priestess here. This is a general reading, and these energies are present, but the ego can twist them based on your own particular patterning and trigger points. So when that happens, go to your deeper self, go to your intuitive self, go to your heart. Say, where can I listen to my intuition now? Thank you, ego, for pointing out all of my flaws. But I'm going to something deeper now. I'm going within, trusting myself from a place of peacefulness and deep wisdom. And what you can expect to look forward to regardless is the flood, the Four of Cups in reverse, doing things differently, having the courage to do things differently, taking a chance, getting out of your boredom, your apathy, having a loyal heart, listening to a higher power, so that when you are presented with the fork in the road, you can move forward confidently, knowing that you can't do it wrong, but that the choice that you make is the exact choice, the exact right choice for where you are in that energetically at a frequency that resonates the most with you in that moment. So you can't do it wrong, Again, there may be an earth sign involved, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn individual, or just you feeling more capable, more grounded, more centered in yourself. So I hope that you find that helpful. I wish you much love for the week, and I will see you either at the Sloan Academy, there's links here or below, or at the Love Readings here on the YouTube channel, and I should have the Life, Purpose, and Career Readings for August, September, and October, as I once stated earlier, here on the YouTube channel in the next week. Much love to you.